Alright, so we got a pretty interesting game here. Well, not so much interesting from a gameplay perspective as from the perspective of who's playing the game. So, we've got me, and then I had the fortune in this game of ending up queuing with Chu. I don't know if anybody knows who Chu is, but he's super good. He's a super big hot streamer, so thought I would just go over this game because it was pretty well played, at least by one side. So he chose Illidan on this map, which I think is pretty good, especially in hindsight, because Illidan not having any mana makes him pretty powerful for clearing camps. Just gonna do the old skirmish over the watchtower. We lost Diablo, but it's not really too big of a deal because Illidan Morales seems pretty OP. Not even close, baby. And KT dies. And are we gonna get another kill? Nope. But we did get a 2-for-1 trade, so it's not too bad. Chu is just going ham. I'm pretty much just gonna watch Chu the whole game, I think. Because pretty sure he played quite well. And having a good Illidan player is pretty nice, since about 90% of them are terrible. Terrible Illidan players. So we're just gonna see what he does on the map. And I mean, I don't really do anything interesting in this game. It's just Morales, click Q, free win. But so he goes top to soak a little bit. I don't know if I agree with Quang going top as well. Don't really need two people up there. But as you can see, the rotation is real. He just keeps on rotating lanes to soak XP. Getting that wave clear. Doing it super quick. And I think he's gonna be off to do some camps by himself. Yeah, he's got that exact timing down. Very nice. I don't even have those down myself. Didn't realize that they spawn at 2 minutes on this map. I'm not sure if it varies from map to map or not, but clearly Chu knows what's up. I'm pretty sure this is actually one of his Smurf accounts. I think his main account is Chu8. I think he's just leveling this one for some reason. He usually gets into the top 200 twice every month, so he solos that camp really easily, which is something pretty much only Illidan can do, I think. I mean, Sonya could also potentially do that, but she doesn't have the life sustain. Like, he came out of doing that camp solo with full HP, so that's pretty nice. And he even goes up here to do Bruiser camp solo. Like, he's pretty much just getting a complete turn-in by himself while also applying map pressure. So he's having like a huge impact on the game. Diablo's almost dead, but not even close, baby. He's got that nice stutter step to avoid damage. It takes him a while, but it's definitely worth it. Oh my god, he almost left the coin behind! What a scrub. I'm done. Uninstalled. I thought this was going to be a good replay. Alright, so he goes here to turn in. He's by himself. Decides to just sit in the vent, and everyone leaves. He gets free turn in. More chest spawn. So he goes down here to contest bottom chest with his duo partner, Pookaber. Which I have no idea who Pookaber is. It's probably an alt account of someone else, I would imagine. And so, just gonna solo another camp. pretty easy. Pretty big impact. The camps on this map are so important because not only do you get the lane pressure from the mercenaries, but you also get 2 coins. So camps are completely OP. And if you can just like solo camp while the rest of your team holds lane pressure and soaks XP, you just snowball so fast. It's kind of insane. But yeah, I made sure after that this was actually Chu, and he did happen to be streaming at the time. And it was indeed the real Chu, so I was pretty surprised that I actually got lucky enough to queue up with him. It's pretty interesting. Anyways, we're just going to steal one of their camps now, because at this point we have level advantage, everyone's got full HP, their team is kind of split, their composition is also completely terrible. Now that I look at it, I didn't actually realize how terrible their team composition is, but it's actually completely abysmal. They basically have 3 supports. I didn't even realize that. No wonder this was such a roll. I don't know why they would pick 3 supports. It's completely unnecessary. I mean, Muradin's not going to do any damage. They just have 3 supports running around with a Kel'Thas, and the Kel'Thas is not even taking part in the team fights. So it's like, what is even the point? Basically, Illidan just goes around and gets free kills because the other team's composition is so terrible. I think even if they did have a good team comp, though, we would still be doing quite well because Chu's pretty much got this map on lockdown. At least with Illidan. I mean, I guess the same kind of holds true for Zeratul, but I mean, you can't solo Bruiser camp on Zeratul. If you solo Bruiser camp on Sonya, you end up taking quite a bit of damage unless your stutter step is amazing. And, yeah, I don't know if anyone can clear camps quite as well as Illidan can on this map. So, Chu really made me realize how good Illidan is here. She's pretty awesome. I don't think too much more happens though. I mean, I think for the rest of the game, we just slaughter them in teamfights and go around and get coins. And it's just like clockwork. Like, what is this guy even doing? He thinks he can take these coins when we have 3 level advantage and they don't even have ults? I don't understand. Give the stim drone to Chu, he just like goes absolutely ham. Like, it's just a complete slaughter. I kind of wish it was a better game overall. Like, I wish the other team was actually playing a real team composition so we could have seen how good Chu actually is. I don't know why I was so late to actually get up there. I think I was a little bit worried about these guys re-engaging. Or something like that. But yeah, we pretty much just got control of the map 8 minutes into the game. 3 level advantage. It's pretty disgusting. I don't even know if there's really a need to watch the rest of the game. I just wanted to kind of have it recorded. Because it was like one of the easiest games I've ever played. It's so amazing when you actually have a competent team, how easy the game is. It really makes it puts into perspective like how difficult bad players make this game. When really it's just so freaking easy. And I mean, most of the game is just determined by hero select, as is pretty much displayed in this game. Like, it doesn't matter how good or bad the other team is right now, they already lost at hero select because their team composition is so terrible, and I think a lot of players don't even understand that, and they'll just pick whatever. I think Chu actually ends up maybe dying here. He goes like really, really deep, and I end up getting stunned by the Muradin. No, never mind, I lied. He gets a quad. Meriden's like AFK. He's done. He just quit. Mira is sad. Yes. Mira is sad. Come, Jimmy. I think that maybe this is very... No. Actually, I think he dies when we go for this keep. I remember him dying, and I remember me being sad. And I can't remember if it was because I fucked up, or if it was because my initial positioning was bad, or if it was because I got focused with CC. And we have just enough for turn-in. Well, I've kind of run out of stuff to talk about. I'm kind of just just watching the game myself now. I'm just taking in the steamroll. These kinds of games in Hero League are like 1 in 100 because you never actually get a competent team. Ever. It's even more rare to actually have 2 teams full of competent players. Those are the actual most interesting to watch because you can actually learn stuff from them. But in this case, that's just not what happened. I guess we learned that Chu is good with Illidan on this map, and Illidan is a really good pick. At least for this map. I don't know in this meta how strong Illidan is without like an Uther support, or I don't know, maybe even Morales will be enough. I think it's kind of hard for Morales to keep good positioning though with Illidan, because Illidan dives so deep that it's hard for Morales to actually follow Illidan in through the enemy team, because pretty much all of the CC is going to be focused on Morales. So that's why I think Morales is better paired with Raynor, because Raynor can just keep a pretty safe position, and Morales can keep an even safer position behind him. And he's already relatively beefy, so you just keep Morales behind Raynor and give him a stim drone and it's GG. Oh, I think I fuck up here. Yeah, I have 1 coin. I have 1 coin I have to go turn in. That feel when 1 coin. There you go. 1 coin wins the game. Easy game, easy life. There, this is where he dies. So what do I do wrong here? I think I actually just get CC'd out of the fight. We don't have Diablo for engage. And I don't know if Zagara even uses ultimate here. She uses it really late. I just want to go back and see if my initial positioning was bad. I think I was at turn-in though. I think that was actually Chu's fault. Hold on, go back like a little bit more. Okay, so I'm coming up here. So I'm here. I'm in healing range right now. And he jumps on Kel'Thas, which is fine. That's not too deep. Except I back up. I think the reason I back up there is because I see Raynor Diablo bottom, and they've got 4 people here. So I'm like, I don't really want to commit to this engage. And I think I'm kind of worried about getting Tyrande stunned. But anyways, I go in. I try to follow him in, but right here, when he does this maneuver here, he goes in really, really deep. Because if I'm going to move into healing range here, to keep him up, that means I expose myself to all 4 of their team members. And that's going to be a lot of damage. So, I mean, I try to. And you can already see Kel'Thas even saved his stun for me. So I get stunned into Force Wall. And then I can't get over to him. So I think Chu actually went a little bit too ham there. Just a little bit. I think he got overconfident with the 4 level advantage. But it doesn't really matter too much, because we're really, really far ahead. We just stim drone the Rainer for a free win. And there you go, that's the game. It felt like super good to actually win a game that easily for once. It just shows the potential when you actually have a competent team. It kind of like made me want to play more and hope for some other good games, although this one wasn't really a good game. But it at least gave me hope that there was the potential for good games, because if we could get a team of 5 people that knew what they were doing this much, then maybe one day we could get 2 teams of 5 that knew how to actually play the game, and it would actually be fun. But I don't know, I'm not holding my breath. It's not going to happen very often. Anyways, hope you guys found that interesting, and I will see you guys next time. Take it easy.